So tell us your name and what year you graduated.
Well, my name is Lloyd Crosby, and I graduated in Anacortes clear back in 1960.
Wow.
And we were supposed to have our 60-year class reunion this year, but it was canceled.
And what's your favorite memory of Anacortes schools?
Probably going to the state tournament in Seattle at Heck Emmons Pavilion where the University of Washington plays.
How many times have you been to a state tournament, Lloyd?
65 years in a row without missing the championship game.
Whew. And what's your favorite thing that you would be doing this year otherwise?
Well, if my knees were in good enough shape, I love hiking. I'd be doing a lot of hiking. And I'd be going to basketball and volleyball games.
Hey, Carol.
Hey, Scott. How's it been quarantining?
You know, I've loved it. I've been taking long walks back and forth from home up to the school each morning and, just to keep the routine alive.
That sounds great. Well, we do have something to talk about. It is that time of year where we decide on what musical we'll be doing in the spring. So I was thinking, given the political climate right now, that we could do Wicked because it's like inclusive of all people, especially if you're green.
Okay, Wicked. We might as well do Shrek.
Okay, we could do a Wicked Shrek mashup.
Carol, no, absolutely not.
Okay, well, why don't we try to think of something that could take us far, far away since we've been cooped up at our houses, like The King and I?
The King and I, the cast is way too big. Remember when we did The Wedding Singer or Spamalot? A small cast, that could be great. Like when we did Putnam County Spelling Bee in Avenue Q. Plus, The King and I is kiddie. It's too childish. What if we did Miss Saigon? That'll shake it up a bit.
Nope, I'm out. If I wanted to scare the parents with that kind of provocative content, we would just do Chicago.
Carol, that's a great idea. Let's do Chicago. I love that.
Boo, demerits. I was literally just kidding. I think the parents would probably want us to do something a little more wholesome, a little more appropriate for all ages.
Okay, fair. Well, if I were dreaming, I could dream of having the tech ready and necessary for Phantom of the Opera.
Well, we did have teenagers roller skating all throughout Xanadu. We can literally do anything. And with the brand new Broadniak Theater, we can totally pull it off. It's too bad that Phantom is still on Broadway, and so it would be impossible to get the rights to it.
Yeah, maybe it's a year for creativity. We could have the students write their own musical, like how I structure the Drama 3-4 play.
Oh, that sounds fun for you. But who's going to write all of the lyrics and make sure that they're appropriate? Or write the pit band scores, or arrange the piano reduction, to write out all of the layering chords and solos. Huh? You think that's going to be my job?
Okay, well, never mind. Well, we haven't done anything for the holidays, so why not? White Christmas.
Yes. Ooh.
All right. Well, don't you look at the time? Oh, gosh. I got to get to work rejecting every Honors World Religion paper proposal. Where's the specificity? Kids these days.
Yeah, well, gotta reject them. Best of luck on that. I should go too. Mr. Leander's been watching the kids for the past few hours, so want to give him a little bit of a break, but hopefully I get to see you soon.
See you soon. Anyways, thank you to all involved in Anacortes Schools Foundation for everything you do for all our schools and all of our students. I'm Mason Cole.
And I'm Sarah Tysinger, and stay safe out there and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Who graduated from Anacortes High School? Who teaches 3rd grade at Island View Elementary? Whose grandma taught at the one-room schoolhouse near Lake Campbell? Whose parents both taught in the ASD? Who coaches for the Anacortes School District? Whose kids go to the Anacortes School District? Who has benefited from the ASF in their classroom? Who thinks it is important for the Anacortes School District and the Anacortes Schools Foundation to continue to fund the Impact Summer Program? Who thinks the ASD would not be the same without the support of the Anacortes Schools Foundation? Who thinks the Anacortes Schools Foundation helps fill the gap of teacher needs in their classroom by providing funding for STEM projects in Mountain School? Who thinks the ASF has helped make preschool affordable for families? Who is a big supporter of the Anacortes Schools Foundation?
Hi, I'm Sherry Shayers. I am proud to be a graduate of the Anacortes High School, class of 1966.
Hi, I'm Molly Robbins, proud to be a graduate of class of 1995 from Anacortes High School.
We're here to talk to you tonight about the Anacortes Schools Foundation and all the important work it does to support learning of students in the Anacortes district.
I've been a teacher here for nearly 20 years, and I have seen several of my former students go through and truly benefit from scholarships from the Anacortes Schools Foundation. Please contribute. Your contributions in the past have helped students tremendously, and your contributions tonight can help them even more.
Having been a teacher in this district for 38 years and then served as a classroom volunteer since my retirement, I can only begin to tell you the important, vital, and critical work that teachers, staff, and administrators do every day to help each student maximize their learning. A big part of that is by support from places like the Anacortes Schools Foundation. The Anacortes Schools Foundation supports activities on many, many levels and is very multifaceted. I myself particularly appreciate the scholarships that go to students, and I myself am a donor of one of those scholarships, one having to do with the arts. So the Anacortes School Foundation emphasizes and focuses on STEM, but it also really is critical in promoting other things as well, including trade schools and vocational schools and community colleges. So I want to join my daughter, Molly Robbins, in asking you to please be a part of the Anacortes School Foundation donation program to further their efforts in helping the Anacortes School District. Thank you for your time and attention.
Celebrate the season. Go Hawks!
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails.
Hello, my name is Justin Irish, and I'm the superintendent in the Anacortes School District. Thank you so much for your continued support for our incredible foundation. The Anacortes School Foundation has done amazing things for our school district and continues to do amazing things for our school district, and for that I am extremely grateful. One of the areas in which they have been really helpful is supporting our mental health delivery model for our students. As you can imagine, we are living in uncertain times, and our students are feeling this stress and anxiety of uncertainty each and every day. We are hearing from our students and from our families that our kids are feeling isolated, not connected, and not able to experience the joy that they once experienced, being able to roam and be free and engage and be social and do all the things that kids need to be doing. And as a result, they are experiencing some significant issues with feeling connected. And as a result of that, some students are feeling a huge drain on their mental health. We try everything we can in the Anacortes School District to provide a robust, social, emotional, healthy environment for our kids. And the foundation's support in making that happen has been incredible over the past few years. And we are hoping to enhance those supports and create a system-wide approach that's even better and greater, and so that more kids have access, so they're not waiting for weeks or months to get the service that they need. We are currently looking at how are we building our Tier 1 supports across our organization, which means every kid, when they are either on Zoom remotely or in person, are having opportunities to experience a healthy environment and are taught ways in which to engage socially and emotionally that is best for them. And then we're also looking at our Tier 2 supports, which are for some kids who just need extra attention and extra support. And that might be a quick turnaround of intervention to get them back onto the road that they need to be on to reach academic success. And then we are also looking to clarify and enhance our Tier 3 services, which are for students, a few students who need that intense support in order to help them grow and connect and intervene as needed. The foundation is committed to helping us in these areas. We are partnering with our outside agencies such as Island Hospital and other organizations to create a community-wide effort to support all of our kids' needs, whether they are Tier 1 or Tier 2 or Tier 3 services. And your contributions matter. They make a significant contribution to the well-being of our kids. You can significantly alter the life of one child or more by your gracious or generous offer of supporting the Anacortes School Foundation. I, again, am grateful to be serving in the Anacortes community. This is an outstanding community, and I couldn't be happier to be here. And I also, again, want to thank the Anacortes School Foundation. You are an incredible group of leaders and volunteers. Thank you for your service to our schools, and thank you for organizing this wonderful opportunity to support the mental health needs of our kids. Thanks so much, and I hope you have a great day.
Hi, I'm Lisa from Sierra Pacific Industries. On behalf of the 200 plus crew members at the Burlington Division and our foundation, thank you for the opportunity to help sponsor the programs of the Anacortes Schools Foundation. So many educational organizations don't understand how high-tech the modern forest products industry is, both out in the field and in our state-of-the-art mills. Today's mills include scanners, lasers, optimizers, even artificial intelligence. Science, tech, engineering, and math are used everywhere, from drones in the woods to the biomass green electricity produced in our cogeneration plant. Every time you drive by our facility on Highway 20, you can feel great about the sustainable forest products being produced there. Thanks to both the foundation staff and the Anacortes school personnel for continuing to educate tomorrow's workforce.
Hi, my name is Kirsten Simmons. My maiden name is Mullen, and I was born and raised in Anacortes and went to quite a few different Anacortes schools, including Whitney, Island View, Fidalgo, the middle school, and the high school. I graduated from high school in 2009, and I went on to study voice at Whitworth University, and then went on after that to get my master's in musical theater from the Boston Conservatory. And I now live in Texas with my husband, and I am a music and theater teacher at a private school in Southlake, Texas. There are so many different teachers who really touched my life and influenced me in a very lasting way. Most every teacher that I met did. In particular, Mrs. Heffelfinger at Island View, Mrs. Buchanan at Fidalgo, Mr. Verbano at the middle school, Mr. Backman, Mr. Hancock, Mrs. Clark, but most of all, Carol Leander and Scott Burnett really influenced me, and I highly doubt that I would be a music and theater teacher now if it weren't for those two. I'm grateful to the Anacortes Schools Foundation for supporting enrichment for all students throughout Anacortes School District. Without public support, we wouldn't be able to do any of the amazing programs that I took part in, like music, theater, band, STEM, anything like that. So thank you so much for your support. I'm so happy to be able to do what little I can to give back to the Anacortes Schools Foundation, and I hope you enjoy this rendition of Oh Holy Night, accompanied by my mother-in-law, Beverly Simmons. Truly he taught us to love one another. His law is love, and his gospel is peace. Chains shall he break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, let all within us praise his holy name. Fall on your knees, oh hear the angel voices, oh night divine, oh night when Christ was born, oh night divine, oh night divine.
It's been really hard. I don't think I knew how important it was. I mean, especially at this time of year. You know, what I used to take for granted, like the idea that we could watch TV together and find the right shows, the Christmas specials, the football games.
What is it? I'm pressing. I keep pressing the buttons and nothing's happening.
That we could bake together.
It says half a cup of butter.
Yeah, you gotta measure it, honey.
Even hang Christmas lights, but it just wasn't. He just wasn't able to do it.
Three, right?
No, honey, that's only 2.
Three.
We were desperate, and one day my son was doing a Zoom class.
I walked in on him.
What's this? Hey, scoot over, man. Over, Rover.
And he started watching the Zoom.
I learned so much.
And everything just started to get better and better.
Ah! Cookies are ready. 3. Thanks, STEM and ASF. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Good job, sweetie. Yes.
Yeah!
So if you or someone you know suffers from a lack of STEM education, Anacortes Schools Foundation will take care of you.
That's an awesome video, guys. We are at Anacortes Schools Foundation. Celebrate the season. My name is Stephen Kilbreth from the class of 1988. So long ago, but here to support the Anacortes schools that I grew up in. I went to Fidalgo School, went to Anacortes Middle School, and Anacortes High School, and I was born just up the street at Island Hospital. Our silent auction is going on right now. It closes at 8, as does all of our auction right now. So make sure that you're bidding. Make sure that you're texting back when you do get those notices. Make sure that you click that button button again and make sure that you continue to bidding on these great items. Now, I know a lot of things have already sold out, but you got to keep on bidding, keep raising the bids, and keep having a lot of fun. We are going to have a lot of fun tonight with our show that's going to start in just a few minutes, and we're going to raise money with our Raise the Paddle tonight for Science to Go, also preschool scholarships and other COVID relief efforts. If you want to know where to go, it's asfcelebrate.org. That's where you go. You click a link to register and then enter the auction, and you can donate and bid right now. You can do it right now. But if you're watching, you've probably already done this, and we appreciate it. So thanks for being here. Again, we're going to be right here at the top of the hour for our show. Now we're going to hear from Willow, and then we'll start our show in just a few minutes.
lots of toys, all for the little ones' Christmas joy. Ho, 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 who would it go? Ho, 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 who would it go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with old Saint Nick. First comes the stocking of little Nell. Oh dear Santa Claus, feel it well. Give her a dolly that laughs and cries, one that can open and shut her eyes. Ho, 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 who would it go? Ho, 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 who would it go? Up on the housetop, clickety, 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 click, down through the chimney with old Saint Nick.
And as people are saying in the chat box, boy, that girl can sing. If you want to chat, join us right now. Just click on that link and chat. Tell us where you are watching. Tell us what class you're from. We want to see you in the chat tonight. And guess what? Our show is starting right now.
When the snow's coming down, the song is singing. Angel here all around, small piece of heaven on earth in this town. It's only Christmas if you're coming around. If you're coming around, oh oh. If you're coming around, if you're coming around.
we are live at Johnny Picasso's tonight. My name is Stephen Kilbreth from Anacortes. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, born and raised here. And my good friend Pete Mayer is here from the class of 1980. You were like the ASB president. You were like Mr. All Anacortes at that time.
History cannot lie and does tell the truth, Stephen. Yes, in fact, I was the ASB president at one point in time.
And there we go. And we are both here excited for Celebrate the Season for the Anacortes Schools Foundations, these schools that shaped our lives, and a lot of you watching tonight. And we appreciate all of you watching. And it's so great that so many alumni watching this event tonight. They logged in, they registered, and they're donating already and all of that kind of stuff. If you want to right now in the chat box, you don't have to even put in a credit card for the chat box or anything like that. I mean, you can, and we'll use it for donations. But what we need you to do is put it in there, what grade, what year you graduated in, what schools maybe you attended, all that good stuff.
That's right, Stephen. We want to get a little positive rivalry going here between the classes. So step right up and get your class year noted. So let's hear it for the Seahawks.
And get engaged, yes, in our chat box, or get engaged to somebody you went to high school with, like this guy did. All right, but that was recently. But we'll get into that some other time. Or you can follow him on Facebook. I digress. All right, we wish we could be all together in Santa's Village at the port, but 2020, I've heard there's a little bit of a difference this year. Have you heard about that?
I have heard a little bit about that, Stephen. Yes, in fact. So we've had to adjust and modify, adapt, be a little extra resilient. And sure enough, the Anacortes Schools Foundation has found a way, and here we are.
We are at Johnny Picasso's, a pottery shop and cafe turned studio for this exciting live event. As you know, this is the place you get to paint some great things, have some great coffee, have some great soup, and red snappers right next door in downtown Anacortes. So we're so excited to be here tonight.
Stephen, we wouldn't be able to make tonight happen without the Anacortes Schools Foundation. What an incredible board. It takes a real active, committed group of individuals to make something like this happen. And we really want to say a big thank you to the board of the Anacortes Schools Foundation. We really would not be able to do this event without their commitment and support. So many kudos to the Anacortes Schools Foundation. Thank you.
And instead of taking a year off, of course, we needed to do this because there are close to 3,000 kids out there depending on us to provide enrichment and special grants for those things like books and take-home musical instruments for kids, art supplies, test things, I say things, I wasn't a very good student, but, I really appreciate all of the schooling that I had here, but all of the great things that the foundation does. And, of course, we want to mention some of the classes that we've had here. We have Sarah Jameson checking in, I know, from the class of 88. Let's scroll that back. We have Patricia from the class of 98. We have Laura Knowles from the class of 1998. Of course, Laura, a good family friend of ours. Christy Fisher from 1997. And so many great classes here checking in. I have not seen an 87 yet from your class, have I?
Stephen, we're silent, but very much in support of tonight's event. We'll be getting the class 87 out there in no time. I have no doubt. And folks, if there's any question, Stephen has some experience, but you can tell he's a little off kilter, being a Fidalgo Falcon, I believe. Yes, is that correct?
Yes.
And as a Mattery Mustang, I must say that we were pretty proud. I do believe we had some pretty good success over the Falcons in our extracurricular activities. But it's great to be here. Great to see.
Well, we were all about academics.
Perhaps, but as you're going to hear here in just a moment, it takes well-roundedness, both the arts
That's true.
and science and engineering and math to really make the whole student. And I know, Stephen, you're still trying to find, fill in a few of those gaps still. But luckily, we've got some students tonight that really represent the well-roundedness that we're talking about that makes Anacortes Schools so special. So really great to have some folks joining us here in just a few minutes. But we had some great performances tonight in our pre-show, and we want to acknowledge those folks. So we have 2009 alumni that participated. Kirsten Simmons, 2011. Shout out to Sarah Tissinger. From 2012, somebody we know, alum, Mason Cole. Shout out to his mom, Kim. Current third grader, Willow. Hey, great job, Willow, out there. We really appreciate your commitment and your skills. Thank you so much.
And
Stephen?
Willow won one of the trivias in the opening show as well, as did Patricia. So we're going to have some more trivia in just a second. But if you haven't registered yet, what are you waiting for?
Right. No better time than now. Now is the time. So don't hesitate. Get your fingers warmed up. Get your text in. Get into that wallet. Help out Anacortes Schools Foundation.
If you're wondering, I'm holding the phone here because I'm bidding on items, and I'm trying to outbid my friends. And also, I am running our teleprompter tonight. And the other thing is that I'm also tech support for my mother, who's still trying to log in. So... Did your mom figure it out?
I have not yet heard from my mother, which is troublesome. We all need at least one fan when we do things like this, and thank goodness for our mothers.
That's right, yes. Let's give our mothers a round of applause.
Thank you.
Both Anacortes High School graduates.
They are both Anacortes High graduates, yes.
Right.
We're blessed for that.
We are. We're legacy Anacortes, so, you know,
we'll let our folks in the audience be the judge of that.
That's right. All right, you can raise the paddle. Bid on any of the auction items right now. In fact, you can raise the paddle right now. That's okay. We have predetermined levels for you to bid on or to donate with tonight, and you can do whatever you want on that, and you can also bid on the items, so make sure you're doing that. We've been pretty excited for all of the items that have been on right now, and we're going to close all of that stuff during our show tonight. We're going to get it closed right around 8 o'clock, but our silent and live auction is open right now until 8 o'clock tonight, so make sure that we're bidding right now. And we're going to give a shout out to all of the alums, which we've done, the current students who are joining us and watching us tonight. So grab a beverage. If you were sitting at home tonight, what's your beverage of choice?
Well, you know, I happen to share a residence where we have a full stock of wine. So more than likely, it would be wine that we'd be enjoying this evening.
And being an outstanding student from Anacortes, I do not drink alcohol. So I never did that in high school or anything along those lines.
That's why I participated in Safe Rides, Stephen, right. to watch out for you and your fellow
we did that.
Fellow
but anyway,
students.
So grab a beverage, whatever that may be. Enjoy the show tonight, and you can cast your show to the TV, the big screen. I think there's an ability to do that. You can do it with an HDMI cable. You can watch it on your phone, or just do whatever you want. Again, just make sure that you are bidding on these items and donating right now. And for the next 3 hours or so, we're going to have a good show for you and show you a good time.
I think it's going to be so power-packed. I think we might make it to 3.5 hours, Stephen.
Yes. But we're hoping to have you out of here by 8 o'clock tonight, and we're going to hope you learn a little bit more about the Anacortes Schools Foundation and everything that the Schools Foundation is doing, like supporting students from preschool through college.
That's right. And again, we are very fortunate to have a whole host of students that you got to see tonight in the pre-show, and you'll continue to see throughout tonight, that really reflect the very best of Anacortes Schools. And again, without the Anacortes Schools Foundation, much of the great support that they receive wouldn't be possible. So let's again, round of applause for Anacortes Schools Foundation for making this all very possible. We're really fortunate to make this happen.
In the chat room, I hear you love Rombauer Chardonnay. Is that true?
This is true. I cannot lie. One of my favorites. I do like it extra chilled. Thank you.
All right. Very good. All right. I assume everyone's registered. Everyone's got a drink. I think we're ready to get started. To kick things off, we have a message from ASD Superintendent Justin Irish.
Hello, my name is Justin Irish, and I am the superintendent of the Anacortes School District. On behalf of our teachers, staff, and students, we all want to say thank you. Thank you to our families, our donors, sponsors, alumni, and friends. Your support of the Anacortes School Foundation really does make a difference. Thank you so very much, and happy holidays.
All right, thank you, Mr. Irish. Before we get into the fundraising portion of our program tonight, we have another trivia question. It was kind of fun. Pete and I working on some of these trivia questions for you tonight and reminiscing. But you can continue donating anytime. Just click that Raise the Paddle button or bid on your live and silent auction items. You will get texted if you get outbid. So that way you just click that link again and you can bid again. And hey, it's fun. You can see who's bidding. So it's fun. Outbid your friends if you want to do that. And then they get the joy of bidding again. So that's all part of the fun. So what's our next question?
Well, Stephen, this is one of the most important questions. We want to know, when when did the Anacortes High School, well, Anacortes schools, really, we're all known to be Seahawks. When did the original Seahawks slogan, mascot, come to be? What year did we really take on the Seahawks mantra, the mascot, the name? So who out there might know that answer?
I don't know. Who might know? Put it in the chat box.
Let's find out.
He left me speechless. I don't even know.
I'm sure this is where Class of 87 is going to come through for us.
Vicky Gear says 1914, and I can tell you, Vicky, that you are wrong. So sorry, but love you still the same. All right, we do have a winner. Our first person in is Patricia. Patricia, you're winning all the prizes. This isn't, it's supposed to, everybody's supposed to have a chance to win tonight, but she's correct. 1925 is when the original Seahawks were there.
Congratulations,
so
Patricia.
Congratulations to Patricia. By the time she's done, she's going to have about $1,000 at Anthony's because of all the gift cards she's going to win. But anyway, Anacortes has such a proud tradition of students going on to do some great things, and that includes the Rodriguez brothers, who are here with us tonight. I think there might be more Rodriguez brothers than we have here tonight, but we have David and Evan, and I'm going to go back here and put on my mask real quick because, that's what we do in 2020, and it takes a little while I do it and figure out how to get this thing on here. So we're vamping, we're getting going, and here we go. All right, so look, I have my A, where is it? Over here, on this side, my A mask, so that's cool, isn't it?
It's awesome.
It's awesome. So you guys were district champions of what? Basketball?
Yeah, this was my junior year. We were district champions for basketball. So, and somehow we got a copy of the shirt, and my brother also has it as well. So,
So
there
Evan
you
and
go.
David are here, and you guys went through the Anacortes schools. You participated in a lot of activities, including the arts. You both, I believe, were in choir, and Anacortes Schools Foundation does support a lot of the arts. How does the Anacortes Schools Foundation help some of the programs that you were involved with?
Yeah, do you want to talk about the arts to begin?
Yeah. So both Evan and I were involved in choir and drama actually throughout, I think starting in middle school for both of us. And, as part of the Schools Foundation, they supply funding for a lot of the trips and for a lot of other things within the arts. And, it's something that's really shaped us to become the people that we are. I think it's really important, like you said, to be well-rounded, and a lot of colleges look for the same thing. And it definitely would not have been possible without the help from the Anacortes Schools Foundation and the Anacortes community.
That's awesome. And I know that we were talking earlier before we came on our show tonight about STEM. And tell us a little bit about that and how, some of the things that the foundation did in support of what you were already doing at the school.
I'll have Evan take this one.
For STEM, I believe each summer there's a STEM camp at the middle school that we were involved in. And we also came back and volunteered with that. And that's just a super powerful way of introducing kids to different disciplines within engineering especially, and other sort of STEM fields as well. So that was really helpful for us and cool to give back as well.
So for somebody that's watching outside, from their homes tonight, watching our show, wondering why should I donate to the Anacortes Schools Foundation, what would you tell them?
Yeah, we've seen the great works that the Anacortes Schools Foundation has done, and we also are blessed with scholarships from them for university as well, and that's just an amazing blessing. So thank you to the community for that,
So, and then, it is a pretty special community here. I mean, I went to school here. Everybody's still close-knit, and they stay together, and it's one of those places where people really want to come back and live and things of that nature. Why do you think makes it so special, in addition to the schooling?
Gosh, that's a good question. Just the schools, they just have great teachers, which I think is, speaks to the community. And then, just the people, the amount of people just that we have watching tonight, I think really speaks to the, just how much the community really wants to see their students succeed. And I don't think that's something that you get in every city. And I think that's something that makes Anacortes unique.
And this is why we are here tonight. And this is why we want you to click that donate button on Raise the Paddle. David and Evan, thank you so much for being here. Let's give them a nice round of applause. We appreciate that.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you guys for being here tonight. We appreciate that, and we'll bring Pete back in here for a second here. What we want to do is make sure that I believe we're going to talk about our great sponsors tonight. It's a great lead into the heart of our program that many of you may already be familiar with the Anacortes Schools Foundation, and they've been awarding scholarships since 1984. But today, they're much more than scholarships. Here's a video made by two alumni, Will McCracken and Corinne Nerona, that talks about some of the many things and many ways ASF supports Anacortes students.
What's up, Anacortes? We are ASF. Since 1984, we've donated, well, a lot in college scholarships. But that's not all we do. Let's break it down for you. ASF gives $30,000 annually in preschool scholarships. Need school supplies? We've got you covered, K through 12. Our 4-week Impact Summer School program has greatly improved the grades of students K through 3rd grade. ASF loves STEM and funds multiple STEM programs every year for kids of all ages. And we do so much more. But yeah, we do college scholarships too.
And I love that video was produced by two recent graduates. Isn't that cool?
It's pretty exciting, yep.
And I'm joined here now by Marta McClintock. She's the Executive Director of the Anacortes Schools Foundation. Thanks for joining us. Of course, I don't think you'd want to be anywhere else.
No, I'm super happy to be here tonight and just glad that we were able to make this event work.
And even if you're sitting at home, I want you to give Marta a nice round of applause here. So there's so much, and that is awesome. And so we're so excited for you to be here, so excited that we get to be here, and we know that ASF supports enrichment activities that supplement the Anacortes School District's budget programs. Can you tell us about some of those programs?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited to be here. Sorry that we're not all at the port together, but it's terrific that we were able to make this happen, and it's so important this year, really more than any other year, that we're supporting our students because of the craziness of what's going on in the world today. So one of the great programs that's come out of this is a really interesting program called Science to Go. It's actually my favorite program that we've ever supported. And so we are preparing science kits for 970 elementary school kids every month. And they get 4 weeks of science that they take home. And so it's been a really incredible thing to see the community come together for that. And we're sourcing a lot of the materials from Bayshore and SIBOs and Safeway. So it's a real community effort.
It's pretty cool. I mean, everybody seems to be so involved in that program, and that's the foundation. And I know we have a little video to talk about that. It's such a cool program. So here's a brief video that tells us more about our Science to Go program.
I'm the K-5 science coordinator for all three of the elementary schools of Fidalgo, Island View, and Mount Erie. What I am doing with the science is I am pushing out a curriculum called Mystery Science to all 950 students through those three schools. And while we're at home doing all of our learning, science is something that's going to stay at home throughout the entire year. And science is very material intensive. So even though the curriculum is amazing and the videos are amazing, the material needs of some of the lessons has been kind of a barrier for a lot of families to access, whether it's just time to collect the materials or the cost or oddity of some of the materials. And so I reached out to the Anacortes Schools Foundation, and they jumped at the chance to support the elementary schools in doing their science. And so as you can see behind us, we're preparing 1 month's worth of materials for all students. And so each grade is getting their own bag of materials for an entire month. And it takes a lot of time for all of these things to happen, all these bags to get made, and it takes a lot of money. So right now the Schools Foundation has provided the funding up through December for these bags of materials that are going home to each student, and we're looking for the to celebrate the seasons to be continuing support for the rest of the year through science in our school district.
It was.
We'll try to download this one. Go for it, Hen.
It was not 9:45 when he first checked on it, and then the second time was 11:09.
And show me your notes.
And it changed the whole time. This is my grass head. After a couple weeks, I'm still working on the hairstyle. Okay, I think I did it. So this is the thick volcano. This is the thin. And then thin volcano. Yeah, that's my experience on my volcano.
That's so cute, isn't it? It's awesome. Seeing that and how much they love the Science to Go program. It's just one of the ways ASF is helping. We're also raising funds tonight to support COVID relief grants. And for our teachers, can you talk, Marta, a little bit about how those work, the relief grants for COVID-19?
No, I'd love to. So the Science to Go program was actually born out of this need as well for COVID relief, and teachers were thinking outside of the box and coming up with new ways to creatively engage students. And so we wanted to expand that, and we knew that all teachers across all grade levels were really hoping to find some ways to engage students in online learning and hybrid learning. So they are supplying us with grant applications, and all year long we are going to fund grants like things like ukuleles for sixth graders and recorders and audiobooks. We just sent some art kits home to some high schoolers to make hand casts, plaster hand casts. We even sponsored some proctors for a special SAT test for the high school. So lots of things, including some things like masks for teachers, but really it's ways for enrichment to happen while kids aren't in the classroom.
So I love the recorders. My son just brought him his home. I have hours and hours of hot cross buns, so I'm very excited about that. But yes, everybody needs that, and the teachers here are doing such an amazing job responding to the needs of the students despite all of the challenges of this year due to the pandemic. It's just amazing how they've all had to adjust, how we've all had to adjust, obviously. But we know that ASF has a very robust scholarship program. But I just learned that we also provide scholarships for preschoolers. Tell us a little bit about that.
We do. So that's a great example of a way that ASF is meeting a community need. We have had a really robust scholarship program, like you said, for many years, since 1984. But a couple of years ago, we saw that there was a need for kindergartners going into kindergarten. And so we are funding partial and full scholarships for families that need a little extra help to have their preschooler start school. And then actually that really helps out with equity as well, because by the time they get into kindergarten, they're a little bit more on an even playing field. So that's been a really successful program and has really helped students in kindergarten and beyond. So it's exciting to do that.
That's awesome. And one of the main things that you have talked about this year is the focus on supporting mental health in this year and in the schools, and it's so important and so necessary. Tell us about some of those things that you're doing.
So mental health has been something that we have really keyed into this year. For a couple of years, we've supported social emotional programs, which have already been really important. But as you know, with COVID, there is an increase in anxiety and depression among teenagers. We have students who may have lost a family member who are dealing with some really incredible circumstances this year, and then just the social isolation of being in school at home. So we are supporting counselors, we're supporting those social emotional programs online, but really our big effort this year is to make sure that we address the need for support through all the schools, from kindergarten through high school, and we're working with Island Hospital and Island Hospital Foundation to do that.
This is something a year ago at this event you would have thought, obviously there's a need for mental health and things of that nature, but as much as we've needed it this year.
No, this is an incredible need this year, and we know that it's just the tip of the iceberg right now, and so I think for years to come, we're going to be supporting mental health efforts in our schools.
Well, thanks for stepping up for that, because we know how important that is for all schools, and thank you, Marta. This is an incredible organization, one that is serving close to 3,000 students, and is near and dear to my heart, near and dear to all of you watching's heart, and we loved hearing about all the ways that ASF is supporting students, and I know Celebrate the Season is ASF's largest fundraiser of the year, and one of the sponsors we mentioned earlier is Marathon Petroleum, and I know that Marta and Pete are going to show me this little check here that's coming in here, and each year Marathon, well, I'll just take the other side of it. You can hand that back over to
There
Pete
we
here.
go.
We can say this marathon check that's coming in for our Raise the Paddle tonight at 25. Oh, my goodness! I'm just kids, this is what checks looks like when your parents were in school. This is awesome. This is it. It's a $25,000 check from Marathon. We appreciate that. And by the way, they ran. It does say, somebody's going to comment, I'm sure, that it says 2019 on there, but we are going to cross that off and put 2020, because we're just going to roll it over again this year. We're recycling the check, but this is it. $25,000 check from Marathon. Give them a nice round of applause one more time. We appreciate that. And we'll bring Pete back in here. And Marta, again, we appreciate all of the information that you gave us tonight about the Anacortes Schools Foundation and all the programs that you're doing. So we appreciate it.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Pete. Thanks for everybody here. And I just want to say thanks to everyone out there that's supporting.
All right, and this is what you need to do. We just added the $25,000 to our thermometer tonight, so as you can see that, we'll bring Pete back in if we can do that. And I want to know, we're up to $68,000 right now. $68,000. We just added the $25,000 to our thermometer, so we're up to $68,000. Our goal is $85,000. So as you know, right now we appreciate all of that. So let me do the math on that. Pete, can you do the math on that? We're at $68,000. We needed to get to $85,000. How much do we need to raise now?
Well, I would say that sounds like $17,000 more.
$17,000 more.
Would that be about the right number?
That's about the right. That's about the right amount.
Give or take?
Give or take, yes. So there we go. And here's the deal. I mean, Celia, did you put in the anonymous donation tonight? You did not put in the anonymous donation yet. So here's what we're going to do. We got an anonymous donation earlier today of $15,000. Of $15,000. So what we need to do then is close that gap on the $15,000, and your dollars right now are going to be matched dollar for dollar with that $15,000. So we'd love to see you donate right now. If you donated $500, that turns into, let me do the math, $1,000. If you donated $250, that turns into $500. So please put in those donations right now. Some of those donations coming in right now. We appreciate all of your support tonight. All of the support from all of our donors, all of our former students, all of the staff, all of everybody who's out there bidding tonight, community members. And as you know, our paddle raise works a little differently when we're not all in the ballroom together, but the impact is the same. It's your opportunity to donate, and we're going to start tonight and at $5,000. So how do they donate, Pete? What should they do?
Well, Stephen, look, we want folks to look for the button that says Raise the Paddle. You'll find that on your screen. You'll find some different amounts listed, or you can fill in a custom amount. So our paddle raise goal tonight is $85,000.
And again, we have that marathon donation that came in at $25,000, and we also had an anonymous donation of $15,000 come in, so we appreciate that. That's matching dollar for dollar. Again, we start at the $5,000 level tonight, and at $5,000 helps ensure ASF can keep stepping up to meet the challenges and the needs and serve the students of Anacortes.
That's right, Stephen. And starting us off tonight, we want to acknowledge a very generous gift of $5,000 for the Raise the Paddle. And this is coming graciously from Molly and Larry Dutton, so much appreciation. Shout out to the Duttons. Very much appreciate that $5,000.
And so you just click that button right now and you donate $5,000 if you want to do that. If you were compelled by what the Rodriguez brothers were saying or all of the different programs that Marta was talking about, that's all you have to do right now is do that. Our next giving level tonight is at $2,500, and we'd like to thank Gary, who donated, Gary and Pam Miller, also Charles and Patty Nelson for donating at this level at $2,500. We'd love to see those donations coming in right now if you could do that. And the $2,500, that helps with those kits that Marta was talking about.
That's right, Stephen. You know, we're talking about from cradle to career here. This is an incredible opportunity to really prepare kids, as we talked about, pre-K all the way through 12th grade. The cost to provide 970 kids with science materials for a month of experiments is around $2,500. So is there anyone out there willing to donate $2,500 to provide this incredible gift of STEM to kindergartners through 5th graders at Fidalgo, obviously, Mount Airy, and Island View Elementary Schools?
And it takes a lot of grass seed to grow those chia heads, from what I hear, which they're doing as well. And the Post-it notes glue and sugar cubes and more to make all of those things. The students you saw in that Science to Go video have all the same supplies, and they're all of those things that you need to perform those experiments. Your gift of $2,500 will certainly help. And by the way, even though I slip of the tongue there, if you want to donate $25,000, you can do that.
We'll work you right in. We'll create a check for you and put you right on the screen. No problem.
You know what? We will rename Commercial Avenue to your name for a whole month if you donate $25,000 right now.
That's right. I'm sure Mayor Gear will get right on that for us in support of such a great cause, Stephen.
That's right. So slip of the tongue, sometimes those things happen. All right, our next level of giving tonight is at $1,000. $1,000 provides some STEM materials, Pete.
That's right. $1,000 provides STEM materials for the Anacortes Middle School Kid Win program, which is a COVID and a COVID relief grant for an audiobook library. So that's pretty incredible. Available to kindergartners. Again, it's my enunciation through 5th graders. Also, partial scholarship for preschooler or 35 supply-filled backpacks for at-risk students through the Ready to Learn Fair.
I want to tell you something right now. Is our thermometer is over $75,000 right now. $75,000.
Incredible.
Every donation helps us achieve, and I want to tell, if you go back to the thermometer, Celia, I just have to say this because I'm that kind of guy. 88% achieved, class of 88. But what we need is 100% achieved, and that's what we need to do right now. And your next level tonight is going to be $1,000. It has a real impact, as all donations do tonight, on students. We'd like to thank some of our $1,000 donors. We have Eric Davis, Renee and Paul Vance, and then Diane. Who was Diane's? Tom and Diane Kuhn. So Tom and Diane Kuhn, we appreciate that at $1,000. So put that, push that button right now at $1,000 and help us out. I know we've been getting a lot of donations tonight. We're going to be reading some of those here in just a few minutes. But our next level tonight is going to be $500.
That's right, Stephen. A gift of $500 means we can support mental health across all grade levels. As Marta mentioned, social emotional learning is so critical at all these grade levels. It takes many donors at this level to support it. We know, we count on your help. It makes a tremendous difference in the lives of our kids and their families.
Your gift of $500 is going to be great, and it's going to make a difference for those struggling students. And thank you to so many of our donors who have already donated $500 tonight. Art Shotwell did, also Lexi Lamborn, and also Jim and Joyce Anderson were at the $500 level. And I want to say, my good friend Carol Edwards at $500 from the class of 1988. By the way, hold your applause until the end. Class of 1988, there's more people tonight watching from the class of 1988. I saw there was like 10 people from the class of 1988 watching. My mom's class of 1961, there was 4 or 5 people. So this is all of you folks listening right now. I challenge you, my friend challenges you at $500 level. Just click that button at $500. It's going to go, eventually a lot of the people watching from Anacortes, they may have, that are alumni, moved out of town. But so many of us, including us, we want to move back here and live in this community, and we will be doing that soon. We'll be walking downtown, going to the post office, doing everything we want to do, and that's why we want to continue to support these schools, to support this vibrant community. $500, click that button right now. That is the challenge for you, and we are over $75,000. We have 10 more thousand to go. Remember, because of our match at $15,000, every dollar right now is doubled. So thank you. Our next level of giving is what?
Our next level of giving is uniquely at the $365 level, just $1 a day. $1 a day will have a tremendous impact. It can mean a big difference for a struggling student at multiple grade levels.
And it's awesome. I know we had one of our board members donate $365 earlier. And $365, you think about it, it's $1 a day. I know some folks out there spend $5 a day on a cup of coffee. That's ridiculous. Why should you do that?
That's right. And having that peace of mind, that confidence you're helping a child in the Anacortes school system, that gift truly is a gift that keeps on giving.
Yes, it does. And I need to ask our producer, is it okay if I do the 360? Yeah, okay. All right. So $365. Let's see. $365. By the way, this was a leap year, this 2020. So we're saving you $1.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Because if you recall, 2020 needed an extra day.
You heard, you heard it here first, folks.
And $365, that's what you spend on an average day at Costco. So just forget the Costco, although I know it's getting close to Christmas, but forget the Costco this week and put $365. Click that button right now. Our next level of giving is at the $250 level, and it provides books for struggling readers, ukuleles, and arts kits. It provides critical mental health support, COVID relief, grade level STEM support. I mean, you get a lot for that $250 investment.
Absolutely. And I have to have a shout out to my mother-in-law, who is a very fierce ukulele player. So a shout out to my mother-in-law, Carolyn. I'm sure she'll be happy to provide some ukulele lessons out there to folks. But our next level is $250. It provides materials, but more importantly, it provides opportunities for all of Anacortes students. So again, thank you so much. We've had some prior donors at that level, Ann Dersh and Anna Melling. Hey, Anacortes grad, Anna, shout out to you. Thank you. Anna, thank you. I'm sorry, I knew that.
We went to school with her.
We went to school with Anna. Okay. My apologies, Anna. Thank you for your donation of $250.
And I want to give a shout out to some of our donors so far right now. We received $500 from Sarah Hill. So give Sarah Hill a nice round of applause. We received a donation from, is it VECA Professional Services, VECA, at $500. So we appreciate that. Chris Orr from the class of 1988 did a donation for us tonight. Also, what's that?
Nothing.
Oh, and he's in the slideshow at the end of the show. So, yeah, it's a secret. Chris, the photo that you didn't want anybody to see, it's coming up at the end of the show tonight. I could tell you some more stories about him, but we don't have the time. All right. Maggie Santos donated tonight, so we appreciate that. Chris Zimmerman at $200. And we have so many great folks here donating tonight, and we appreciate that. Justin Irish, superintendent, just donated $365.
Thank you, Superintendent Irish. Thank you very much.
He appreciated our leap year here. So our final level of giving this evening is the $100 level. And every level, every donation makes such a big difference tonight, and we really appreciate all of the support tonight. It provides school supplies, enrichment, access to online learning opportunities, hands-on science kits, and much, much more. So we have some folks to thank at the $100 level.
That's right. Bert Clay, Daniel Bernardo, and Katie and Mike McKenna. Thanks so much for your contributions.
And if you missed a certain level or we didn't have one, you can certainly fill in anything that you want. I mean, like we mentioned, the $25,000, or if you don't like the levels we had predetermined, you can put in whatever amount that you want there, because all of our donations really help all of the students in Anacortes. Like you said, about 3,000 students are being helped by these donations tonight, and we really appreciate that. So any amount you want during this virtual event, it is the season of giving. We encourage you to be as generous as you can, because if we were in person, we'd probably lock the doors to the port and we'd shake your purses out and shake your wallets out and all of that kind of stuff to get the more money out of you. But here we go. Thanks, Brian, for the laughter. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so we've got the show continuing here. Eric Peterson just donated. Matthew Cutter just donated $500. So give them a nice round of applause. Everybody, one last time, round of applause for all those folks. And we appreciate that. So thank you very much. We are now going to, we only have 4 hours of this show left. So that's
right. We're making great time here,
We're
Steven.
making great progress. No, it's not a telethon. We're only here until 8 o'clock, and everything in the silent and live auction is going to close at 8 o'clock. I want to let you know that we're right near $78,000. $78,000 in our Raise the Paddle tonight, and our goal was $85,000. So if you can do it, we'd love you to donate right now. 77 to 85 is what? 5, 6, 7, like $9,000.
There you go.
$8,000, something like that.
Something like
7,000. Yeah, I'm going to get to it. That's what I'm doing right now. As you'll see, I'm segueing into that, where we're going to talk about Marathon, who donated $25,000, and we appreciate their generous support here tonight and every year for us. So let's take a look at all of our sponsors on a wonderful slide that was created by our tech team here, and we'll throw that slide up on the screen that they've been waiting for, and show you all of the great sponsors of our show here tonight. And we appreciate all the continued support and donations from everybody in this beautiful town, this beautiful city that donate and be a part of our big event tonight. And then we're going to move into our live auction. That's the next thing that comes up here tonight, our live auction. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about each of these live auction items, and then they're all going to close at 8 o'clock tonight. So the key is when you get a text that you've been outbid, is that click it again and make sure that you bid again. Don't wait till the last second, because if you wait till the last second, what's going to happen?
You may lose out, Stephen. You may just lose out.
That's exactly right, and that went just as well as it did in rehearsal. All right, so here we go for our next. Well, we got to thank some more people here. Megan Atterbury, thank you very much. I bought one of your, what do you call those things you put in the middle of the table for the holidays? Centerpiece.
A centerpiece, perhaps.
I bought one of those centerpieces. It's going to my mother.
There
We
you
also
go.
have Nicole Mortimer, Kay Larson, Vicky, we appreciate your donation as well. Vicky, we love you. Patrick Harrington donated tonight as well. So thank you to all who donated. Your donations are doubled up until we get to $85,000. So that's awesome. So let's do our live auction here real quick. We're going to talk about all of the items, and again, everything's going to close tonight at 8 o'clock. Our first one tonight is the San Juan Adventures Excursion.
That's right, Stephen. Enjoy a day of sun, fun, deep water fishing, and awesome memories aboard the FV Dylan B. No one better than Captain Corey Joyce of Anacortes, another proud grad of Anacortes High, who's skilled in shrimping and crabbing and lingcotting. No one better to take you out and have an enjoyable time May through mid-August of 2021.
And there you go. We do have this wonderful opportunity for you. Right now, the current high bid, Gene has the high bid of $900. So Gene is in at $900. We appreciate that. But you know what? We'd like another bid at $1,000. So just click that bid button, and you can put in $1,000 and you can bid. And we'd love to see you do that right now. So do that. Click that button. Make sure you're bidding. We want to see it at $1,000. We have $900 right now. Next bid is $1,000. Let's do it. Click that button. $1,000. We want to see you do it, and we can go. You can have a wonderful time. You like crabbing, don't you?
Absolutely, Stephen. Fabulous crabbing grounds out here outside of Anacortes. Corey knows all those great spots. He always fills the pots. They make for incredible eating. Fabulous experience in the Northwest in the summer.
All right. Click the button. Bid $1,000. Gene has the bid right now, and we'd love to see another bid of $1,000 if you can do that. All right, let's see our next item. It's item number 2.
Number 2 is a wine barrel, Adirondack chairs with a large fire pit. These are an incredible pairing, Stephen. Enjoy your summer evenings sipping wine in the fabulous comfort of your Adirondack chairs around a nice, warm, cozy, large fire pit.
All right, and we've had a lot of great support and bidding on this item right now. I know Lawrence Nelson, Mike Baldwin have all bid on this item. They've been going back and forth. We've had a bidding war, but Liz Stout is our top bidder right now at $925. $925, so you can get these great chairs, and you can get the fire pit, and you can sip some wine and have this beautiful time out in front of your cozy fire with these 2 amazing chairs. So Liz, you're the top bidder right now. We need another bid. Lawrence, it's your turn. Click that button, bid again. It's been you two going back and forth all night. Again, it's all closing at 8 o'clock, so make sure that you're bidding and make sure you get it done right now and bid on those items. Again, we want to see you do it, so we appreciate it. Let's see if we can get another bid. Just click refresh on there, Celia, to see if we got Lawrence to bid again. You can do that. Come on, Lawrence, let's get it in there.
And a big shout out to Quantum Construction for that item. Thank you.
All right, we're going to, yes, very good. So Liz, our top bidder there. We go to item number 3, which is a getaway over on Guimas Island.
That's right, Stephen. You pronounced that correctly. You must be a Northwest native. Come enjoy the serenity of Guimas Island, the forgotten San Juan Island. This getaway includes a 2-night stay at a beachfront cabin. I wonder whose that might be. Old-style beachfront resort. There's some select dates available for folks, so be sure to note that. And guests can check out paddle boards, kayaks. They can go out in the rowboats. They can have all sorts of fun on the water. It's a beautiful location.
And it's at the Guimas Island Resort, and so you can have a lot of fun there. In fact, you can crab off the beach there. That's where a lot of the crabbing grounds are, over on Guimas. Or did I just give it away? Perhaps. I mean, there's about 1,000 crab pots
Yeah,
out there, so
yeah.
I'm not sure I gave anything away.
Yeah.
All right, so you get the Guimas Island Resort. Paula is our top bidder right now. Lynn was in there, and we had some other folks. Christina was bidding on it. So just keep bidding, keep clicking that button and donate. We want to see it again. We are at $600 right now. Lynn, it's your turn to come in at $650. We want to see you do that, so just click that button right now. Again, everything is going to close in just a few minutes, so we got to get through these here quickly. Let's go to our next item. Item number 4, which is our boat cruise for 6.
Are you ready for a fabulous day on the water? This is the place. This is how you do it. Join Dan and Carrie Wara for a lovely cruise around our islands. It's up to you on how you want to spend your 6 hours on the water. And don't worry, you will have an incredible time. Awesome, incredible places to see. You're at the helm. You get to determine where you like to go, far and wide, slow or fast. Wherever you cruise, you'll be spoiled with some pretty incredible goodies.
So we're at the helm means we get to drive?
Well, I think you'll be able to just direct just that right special cove to go in and sip your wine and crab cakes.
All right, and have a great time. It's a beautiful afternoon, and it's good for 6 folks on the boat, and we appreciate Dan and Carrie for this. I've heard about it. My mom and Dean have been on this boat, and they love being a part of it, so you can get on that boat and have a great time with them. Again, we have quite the bidding war going on tonight between Carol and Jean. Carol and Jean going back and forth right now. Carol, by the way, is up to $1,300. So, Jean, it's your turn. Just click that button and bid again, and we'd love to see you do that. Jean, are you going to do that? Or are you going to click the button again and do that for us? Jean, it's your turn to do that. Do it, Jean. Do it, Jean. Jean.
It's for a great cause, Jean.
Jean. Let's see it. And I know that I have a friend of mine, Carol, who's not happy for me for taunting on Jean to bid again. But here's what we can do with this. If Jean were to match Carol's bid right now, I know I can sell 2 of these. So if Jean comes back and says, hey, if Jean says, I'll do it for $1,300, and guess what? Carol and Jean don't even have to go together.
That's true.
We'll do 2 different trips. I mean, they can if they want to.
Well, I'll take Jean. You can go with Carol. It would be a great evening together. How about that?
I mean, that sounds fun to me.
Sure.
So Jean and Carol, if you want to donate $1,300 for this item, just go in our chat box right now, and actually we have a new top bidder, so there you go. But we are going to sell 2 of these, so make sure whoever the top bidder is, we're going to make sure that we can sell 2 of these tonight. So make sure that we get that in there. All right, so our next item tonight is item number 5, which is the Proscapes Landscaping Package.
That's right, Stephen. Proscapes Landscaping Package. It is all about getting your yard spruced up, ready for the summer barbecues. It's been donated by our friends at Proscapes. Thank you very much. This package involves all sorts of great little goodies. Includes 3 landscapers for 8 hours. Who couldn't benefit from some extra help there? 6 yards of bark and mulch to help clean up the yard and get it ready for a great summer of entertaining.
We have James Anderson at $1,500 on this item right now. Sally's in second place. Meg's in third place. So click that button and bid again. We want to make sure that you are bidding on these items and getting it going. Now let's move on to our item number 6, because I know they're closing at 8 and we don't have much time here. So let's go on to our next one here with Marta and Mike McClintock's package.
So be sure to wear your green, assemble your clan for a traditional Irish feast here. It's all about a St. Patrick's Day celebration that you will not want to miss. A great meal and drinks for your clan to enjoy. All sorts of appetizers, corned beef and cabbage, all sorts of yummies, Irish soda bread, you name it, with a great dessert. You will not want to miss out on this opportunity.
And we are at $450 with this one right now. Liz is our top bidder. Next bid is at $500. So just put that in the donation, where it says bid now. Click $500 and you can get in there and do that one. Our next donated item tonight is item number 7, which is our kayak adventure.
That's right, Stephen. Adventure awaits. Get out of the water with a new pair of high-performance Virgo kayaks and paddles by P&H Kayaks.
And there's some folks behind us here with kayaks.
You may just get a glimpse of a kayak coming across our backside
right
here.
Right back here.
So This is an incredible opportunity to get on the water and have a fabulous time surfing the waters of the Fidalgo Bay area.
And Bowman Bay, 1.5 hours for two. Anacortes kayaks, including 2 pint glasses, some T-shirts, some other things as well. And we are looking for a bid here. I don't see it on the screen there. Is our bid already? Is that bid at $3,200? That's our bid of $3,200 right now.
Fabulous.
So that's awesome. You know, that's how you do it. If you want to win something, you just start high like that, right?
That's right,
That's
Steven.
what you do. So we have our next item, which is item number 8 tonight. We're going to get to that. Remember, all of these are closing at 8. Our closing at 8 o'clock tonight in just a few minutes. This is it. This is our Wine Country Oasis Getaway.
That's right. Attention, wine lovers. This is for you. 4 days, 3 nights in Sonoma, California at the Fairmont Sonoma Mission Inn and Spa and Vineyard Suite. What an incredible time around a fireplace, a jacuzzi, you name it, all the fixins, wine, and all the fun that goes with that.
There's just so much here. The Fairmont Sonoma. And, if you like high-end travel, Fairmont Hotel, not too bad. And you can enjoy the time in Sonoma and do this. And this can be sold as many times as we want. It's a buy it now at $2,500. I know that everybody's going to want to travel at some point in their lives again, right? And so you can use this trip. And Sonoma's beautiful, I hear. Have you been there?
Absolutely. It's a gorgeous part of the California, and it's a fabulous memorable. How about that? Memorable experience.
And we've heard you like wine. So
I do like a lot of wine.
That's good.
Could use some now, Stephen.
It appears so. It appears that we could use something like that. So here we go. Our next one tonight is South Africa, and this is an awesome opportunity. And again, we can sell this as many times as we'd like. Again, the value of this is $6,000, and we have a starting bid of $2,500, and we know that we can sell it as many times as we want. So you can bid on this one and help us out here. It's for 2 people. I know so many people who have gone to this place, and it's just gorgeous. It's a 5. They say a 5 and 6 star resort. I mean, are we getting to 6 stars now on resorts? I'm not sure, but it's at
least 5 3/4, I think.
5 3/4. So that's good. 6 days, 6 nights at Zulu Nyala. It's a beautiful location in South Africa. A pictorial safari, and you get 3 delicious meals every day with African flavor. You get 2 game viewing activities per day, guided in your own professional game ranger and these Range Rovers. I know so many people who've done this specific trip, and they've had such a great time. We've been selling this at auctions for a long time. Reason being is everybody has such a great time. So again, it's a $6,000 value, and again, you can use it for up to 2 years from when we can start traveling again. So it's not 2 years from today, it's 2 years from when we're allowed to leave the city. So there you go. Our next item, number 10.
A sailboat adventure, Stephen. Come sail away with April Anderson. Colviar, I didn't get her last name, on her 50-foot sailboat. This is great for 2 to 4 people. They'll spend the day sailing on the breathtaking waters of our very own San Juan Islands.
Here's the problem we have, and I don't know if other people have this kind of a problem. The married names, we always remember them with their names they had in high school. That's right. So, April Anderson, we appreciate it.
Thank you, April.
2 to 4 people will spend the day sailing the waters of the San Juan Islands. I think you just said that.
I did.
All right, and I just repeated it because that's what I do. This package includes 3 meals, beverages, pastries, barbecue dinner, even crab, and all of this fun stuff here, and you get to go on the sailboat and have a great time. So this is your chance to do that. Gene is the top bidder. Gene, we love Gene. Gene's going after everything tonight. $1,150.
Great job, Gene.
Gene is Marta, do we love Gene or what? Gene is also a sponsor. Gene is also, which one? A sponsor? Which sponsor? Oh, T. Bailey. Okay, very good. So, Gene, thank you very much. Yvonne is also in this one. So, Yvonne, you can bid again. You and Gene have been going back and forth, so it's your chance to do that again. So, by the way, we do have 2 of these as well. So, if you want to, once we get to the final bid, the second bidder, you'll have an opportunity to buy it for that price. Item number 11 tonight is our New Year's Eve dinner party for 4.
That's right. Who's ready for 2021 and would bring Stephen and I together with you to enjoy a fabulous New Year's Eve celebration? How about that?
Well, I'm not sure after watching this they're going to want to do that. So, but, that's okay. There's a lot of treats. By the way, I've worked with this crew maybe 20 times for virtual events, and this is our last one of the year. I think they're getting tired of my jokes. I'm not 100% sure of that. Never. All right, Liz Stout is our top bidder right now for the New Year's Eve party. $500 is in, so we appreciate that. It's time for you to click that button and bid again. We love it if you do that. Our next item is number 12, the truckload of gravel.
That's right. Lakeside Industries comes through again with a truckload of gravel. They'll deliver to your home. Incredible opportunity to clean up your home, your driveway, your new patio, you name it, within 12-mile radius of Anacortes. What a great opportunity that can come to you.
Look who the first bidder was on that one. All right, so we appreciate all of our donors here tonight. In this one, Mike Baldwin is there. Amy Roberts is there. Mike is the top bidder right now at $500. Our next bid is $550. If you want to do that and bid on the gravel, this is your chance to do it at $550. I love it because, you know, you do some of these events and, you know, people in Anacortes sometimes, well, when they first met, they're like, oh, we're in Anacortes. I'm like, hey, the money's still the same. The items are still the same. Everybody loves it and everybody wants to support you. So, you know, we love it, but gravel, you got to love that. You know, you're not going to see that at a Bellevue auction. So, but
no, you won't. That's uniquely Fidalgo Island. Thank you, Lakeside Industries.
We see it in some of the other spots too. But look, it's one of the top selling items of the night. So we appreciate that. And everybody, I mean, you know, you got the driveway, you got wherever you need to put it, right? I mean, I bid on it as well. So there we go. So we appreciate our donors tonight. Mike Baldwin is our top bidder on that. These items are going to close shortly, so make sure that we do that. We have about 4 more minutes until our live and silent auction items are closed. So if you do get a text that you've been outbid, make sure that you click that button and bid again. And Celia, if we can go back to our Raise the Paddle donation level, we're over $79,000 right now in our Raise the Paddle. $79,000. So we appreciate that. So we'd like to thank Jenny and Ken Morrison, and I can say that because they're my family. So we appreciate that for their donation tonight that just came in. We appreciate that. And all their kids went through Anacortes schools, so we appreciate that. Terry just donated as well. Terry Donovan, Carolyn Brazes, I think you're familiar with her. She donated as well.
Sounds familiar.
Lisa Snowman. Meredith, how do you say the last name? McAmoyle donated, Emily Bright, and all of the folks that donated here tonight. So we appreciate that. And a few seconds ago, we just got a paddle raise donation. Did you see that one?
I did just see that one. Unbelievable, amazing $5,000 paddle raise.
How
about that?
$5,000 paddle raise. And we appreciate that. Thank you very much. And our thermometer is now at $84,149. 84, and we're gonna stay on the air until we get there. 84,399.
There's not enough crabbing trips to make this happen.
Let's do it. 84,399. We just need, let's see, $600 more. $600. Put it in there right now. Even if you've already donated, be the one who puts us over the $85,000 mark. Let's do it.
This is
Laura
your opportunity.
Harrison, thank you so much for your donation. Let's do it right now, and we'd love to see your donation. Please put that in there right now. Let's go back to the thermometer now, and we can do that and see where we are. We are now at $84,399. That's just where we were.
That's right, Stephen.
So,
well, we're getting to our third hour of tonight, right. So there's still time. There's still opportunity.
So here we go. We need to donate, and we need to continue bidding on these auction items because it's going to close at 8 o'clock tonight. On those ones that we mentioned could sell twice. If the top 2 are there, we're going to sell it to them. And I know some of them may even do it 3 times or 4 times. I'm just saying. So Dan and Carrie love going out on their boat. So as many people as they want, probably. So I just put that in there. But that's okay. But I also said if you donated $25,000, we'd name the street after you. So who knows? All right. We're almost to the end of our evening. Again, we need $600 more. If somebody wants to put that in there right now, that's going to get us over the top. We just did get a donation from Maddie McKenzie. We appreciate that.
Jeff Holgertz. Hey, great to hear from you, Jeff. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Jeff Holgertz, $365. He loved the $1 a day joke. I'm not going to lie. So we go back to the thermometer, see what that's put us at here, and maybe you need to hit refresh on the thermometer because for some reason it still says the same amount. So I know that happens sometimes. So we appreciate all of the great donations. We need to get to $85,000. Let's do it.
Oh, baby.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Here we go.
$84,814. 84. That's funny. $84,814. Let's do it right now. 814, so we need about $200 more.
That's right. You got it in you, folks. Let's get the Seahawks spirit going. Let's get that class of 87 spirit going. Enough about the class of 88.
You need to call out some of your folks.
Let's go, class of 87. I want to hear from you. Heather Murray, Kim Chloe, where are you?
What's that? You'll donate it? Yeah. So how much did we need? 200 and change. Johnny from Johnny Picasso's is donating that right now.
There you go.
To get us over the top. Let's give him an eye. Woo! That's awesome. $85,000, and we did get another donation of $100 that just came in. Where's that list, Celia, of the folks who from all the different classes who were participating tonight? We had 8 people from the class of 88, and then we had 5 people from the class of 90, 4 people from the class of 89, 81, and 78. 3 people from the class of 1961. Nice job for the 60s representing, although it's my mom and dad. But we also appreciate 1987, Pete's class, coming in last place with 3 people watching.
We have a trio there.
We have a trio there. All right. So we're almost to the end of our show. One more time, $85,000. Let's hear it. That is awesome. We reached our goal tonight, and we appreciate that. We're almost to the end of our show. We're going to do one final trivia question. So, Pete, The Rock, if you're familiar with that, at Anacortes High School has some history.
That's right, Stephen. The Rock at Anacortes High School has some great history. It has been a bit of history for many decades. There's some questions here just about, how many decades?
So does everybody know what The Rock is? Here's what I want people to do in the chat box right now. Have you painted The Rock? Were you ever involved in painting
Senior
The
Rock?
Senior Rock.
Anacortes High School.
Well, and what did you paint on it? So that's also something that we could do.
And was it lead-based paint or not? That's
right.
That's the bigger question.
That is the bigger question.
Yeah.
So what year is commonly thought of as the first year that rock was painted on? And I can tell you, I know Kyra Radio did something you were talking about where this is the oldest. We have the oldest Key Club and the oldest graffiti rock in the state. And we were the original Seahawks. So, I mean,
that's right.
We're pretty cool. I'm just saying.
Yes. And I must have a shout out also with my father-in-law, Mr. Dean Brazes, was one of the individuals who recommended the naming of the Seattle Seahawks.
Yes, that's awesome.
True fact, folks.
Yeah, give him a nice round of applause.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
There you go, Dean. So we got a lot of Seahawks going on here.
So what year is commonly thought of as the first year that rock was painted? Let's see if somebody can put that in the chat box. So you'll scroll it up there and see if anybody has had guessed before that. I mean, maybe not that quickly, but down further after this. And we can see here, well, and somebody did recommend that we should have had the Raise the Paddle at 88,000 for the class of 88. but it's not class of 88 specific, so that's why we didn't do that. You know, they talked me out
so
of it.
we can't take any answers from Brett Lunsford. We would have to disqualify Brett, who's our museum director here in the city of Anacortes. We'd have to disqualify Brett, but if anybody knows Brett, might get on the phone real quick.
Vicky said 1964. She also said 1958. Vicky, you need to go back a little further than that. Tara said 1963, and we have some guesses here. I'm going to tell you that it was pre. Is that kind of almost pre-television era? No, or was there TV back in that time?
There might have been a little bit of television back in that time,
There
Stephen.
certainly wasn't color TV.
No.
All right, so that gives you a little bit of a clue as to when that might have been. And let's see if anybody can guess the correct year. Vicky, since you keep guessing, just put every year in there. There you go. And Vicky got it right. Isn't that right? 1931.
There you go.
Vicky, nice job. 1931. So there you go. Way to go. That's when was it 31?
It was roughly in the 30s. We will take 1931, I think, is the answer, yes.
All right, so Vicky's getting a nice gift card to Anthony's where we will enjoy the cabana or something along those lines. So thank you very much, Vicky. Good guess there. And I hope you enjoyed tonight as much as... Did we have fun?
We had some fun, I think, Stephen.
I mean, it got fun.
We had a lot of fun.
There's no question about that. All right, I hope you enjoyed tonight as much as we did. And the silent auction and everything, live auction is closed. We're going to take care of all of those things for us tonight. And we've been enjoying being back in Anacortes. It's been a treat for us, raising funds for students at our alma mater.
That's right, Stephen. This was a fabulous night for a fabulous cause. It was a real treat to be here with you. Thank you for the opportunity. Shout out to my Mount Airy Mustangs. Shout out to Anacortes Schools Foundation. We wouldn't be able to do these great things without this community supporting our kids. So many thanks to all of you out there.
And before you log off tonight, we invite you to make a donation that will make a real difference. And if you're watching this show at a later time, you can always make a donation. I talked to Marta earlier. It sounds like she'll take the money anytime you want to give it to her. So, and that's awesome. So we'd love you to continue to donate. Thanks to all of those of you who supported our Raise the Paddle and our auction items. And there's some other folks we want to give a special thanks to.
Yeah, as we close out, we want to give a special thanks to the Celebrate the Season committee. They worked so hard to put this event together. Absolutely. So thanks to the Schools Foundation board, to our fellow Anacortes School District alumni out there who participated, maybe not so much in 1988 alums, just saying. And so many thanks to all the folks that participated in the pre-show activities and the video compilations. It just reflects how unique and special Fidalgo Island is and Anacortes schools really are.
And we have a special message now. Don't go away. There's something special coming after this. So that means there's two special things coming
There you
up.
go.
And this is from ASF President Renee Vance. And what she wanted to tell you was that appreciated all of the donations tonight, and thank you for being here. I'm just going to recreate the video. So there you go. And I want to thank our crew at Avanza, all the folks here who are helping us out with our production, JR and Brian and everybody who does all the great work. We have Celia here filling in tonight and doing a great job on our computer and getting everything on here. Marta's here. And Pete, we can't do it without you, so thank you very much for being here. We appreciate it. Thanks to all of our crew, and especially Johnny Picasso's for giving us this space tonight. And I don't know if he realized it, but he did leave the dessert bar open, and we kind of rated that a little before the show. But we have one final surprise for you. We want to share a few alumni photos with you. And by the way, we want everybody to give a high five. Pete, go in there. Give a high five to everybody out there watching. Do that onto your screen right now. One last round of applause. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to all of you. Have a great rest of your night here. And here's a slideshow of some alumni. And we hope to see you back here in person next year at the port.
Take care, everybody.